What's up, everybody? It's your boy Munchiezzz. We're back out here in Angela Whispering Hollow. I'm met by Mr. T-Bone of the Shanty Boys, doing the Angela's Contractor Domination. Last episode, we cleared a little plot of land of trees for our future home. We need to get this truck over there. So I figured we'd go for a little drive and show you some future plans for this map. We'll take a little drive down the road. We'll head down this way. This will be our first spot of interest. This house is going to disappear. Pretty much everything on this main drag. Back up so it's not so noisy. There we go. All these woods on both sides are going to disappear. That building's going to stay. That's crucial to this map. We'll take a corner here. This house is going to disappear. Everything down there is pretty much staying the same. And we'll come down this way. And we'll make a right here and head towards our property. That house right there is going to go. And we'll go forward a little bit more. We're going to get rid of that house right there. And we're going to get rid of that house. As well as that house right there. That'll open up this whole main drag for our future plans for this map. We'll park our truck right here. And we'll jump out. And let's jump up in the air real quick. Parts I'm still debating on. We have a house here. We have a house right there below. We got a house on the corner and a house right there. I thought about taking these houses out and just making this one big area. One big dedicated park. And we'll name it after Angela. And add a little bling to it. As for the houses right here, I am undecided on. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this area right here. But that's the plans for now. And that'll be coming in a next episode or two. But of course, to do anything with the property, with those houses, it's going to cost us a little bit of money. We look at the farmlands, just each little corner. This little corner is almost 800,000. This little corner's 664,000. This corner's 388,000. And this corner 673,000. So we got to make a little money first. But that's what we're here to do. Make some money and dominate the map. And that's what we're going to do. But now that you've gotten a little idea of what's to come, we're not going to get rid of any of their productions. The productions, I have to get into XML. I'm not getting into that. I'm just going to delete a few houses and clear up some space. Also, this area right here, we only have $128,000. So finishing this right away, it's going to be a little difficult. But we have our spot of land. First thing we got to do is we got to get to work making some money. We have a bunch of wood chips in the silo, but those aren't sellable for the good money anyways, for about 3 to 4 months. So we have to supplement our income. So I guess first things first, let's jump up in our tractor and see what we can do about making some money. We're taking a look at the contracts here, and we got a couple good paying ones. We can make some chaff for Katie for $34,000. We got a fertilizing contract for Walter for $13,000. We got a harvesting contract for Walter for $28,000. Walter seems kind of needy right now, don't he? We got a hoeing contract for Noah for $13,000. A mowing contract for Ben for $12,000. And we got a weeding contract for Katie for $23,000. All of them are pretty viable. I think we're going to go ahead and take this weeding contract from Katie. Of course, we're going to borrow the items. We don't really have a weeder, so we'll do that. We got it accepted. I'm going to go grab that equipment, and I'll meet you down on field 78. See you shortly. All right, we got our tractor and our weeder, and we're down at field 78. Let's get our GPS set up. We'll work out 2 headlands. Get this thing lined up. Let's unfold this big thing. Drop her down. Lock on. And let's get this field weeded.
Cranked up the duds at the break of dawn. Katie called me, said her weeds are strong. Ain't my field, but I'm out here grinding. One day soon I'll be signing mine in. I'm earning dirt and whispering hollow. Every job I take, I pave tomorrow. With a borrowed rig and a diesel beat, pushing weeds and claiming streets. I ain't rich, but I ain't hollow. I'm earning dirt and whispering hollow. Hero star kicking dust on the breeze, wheels rolling through them stubborn green thieves. Cash flows low, but the dream runs high. I'll own a patch of this land before I die. I'm earning dirt and whispering hollow. Every pass I make, she's one step closer to follow. Barreled steel, but the hustle is mine. Running contracts like it's overtime. I ain't rich, but I ain't hollow. I'm earning dirt and whispering hollow. She said, don't miss nothing, weeds come fast. So I doubled down and made every pass. My own land's just beyond the bend. With each job done, I'm closer again. Someday this weeder will wear my name. Ain't just work, it's claiming my game. From nothing to fields I call my own. One contract closer to a plot and a home. I'm earning dirt and whispering hollow. Every job I take, I pave tomorrow. With a borrowed rig and a diesel beat, pushing weeds and claiming streets. I ain't rich, but I ain't hollow. I'm earning dirt and whispering hollow. This ain't just work, it's my salvation. Angela's dream, my dedication. I feel the farm, I fight to follow. Yeah, I'm earning dirt and whispering hollow.
All right, our contract is done. Let's fold this up. I'll get this back to the shop, and I'll meet you back at our spot. All right. Let's get this contract handed in and get paid. And we're up to 151,000. So right now, I'm thinking the current plan of attack, there's 3 fields I'm really looking at. Field 25 has soybeans that's ready to harvest. It's 52,000. A cheap harvester runs about 60 to 70,000. We wouldn't be able to turn the field right away. We might not be able to sell right away. So that's my downfall on that. We have field 14, that's grass, that's ready to harvest for 103,000. We already have a mower. Grass is a quick turnaround. Silage is good money. All we would really need is something to ferment the grass. and a forage wagon. A cheap forage wagon is about $30,000. The other field is field 16, and it's $96,000. So either way, we're going to need just a little bit of money so we don't get left broke. So I'm thinking one more contract, buy a field, mow it up, turn it into silage, and make some money. That'll tide us over until our wood chips are ready to sell, and we can expand from there. So with that said, let's go through our contracts. This chaff is looking good for 34. Harvesting for 28. I don't know much about chaff, but I know I can harvest canola. So I think we're going to harvest some canola, make 28,000, buy our field, buy our forage harvester, and we can start running on our own. We'll borrow the items. And I'll meet you on the field. All right, we're at field 5, the canola field. We got our grain bin sitting way over there. Let's get this header connected, and we'll get started. Pull up to this header. There we go. Pull up to this field. Get our GPS on. Do 2 headlands. Okay. Let's unfold our harvester. Watch it bloom like a flower. Drop her down. We'll turn her on. And let's get to work.
Rode up to Walters, just past dawn. Bottle case harvester, rumbling strong. Soybeans standing like soldiers in line. Gotta bring that money, make that field mine. Ain't my land, but I'll work it proud. Another step closer to owning this town. I'm harvesting for Walter, bringing in gold. Every load I haul's a story told. From back roads to the market stand. One more job, then I'll own this land. Angela's whispering, boy, you're almost there. Contractor Domination. time is right. One field at a time, I'll call my name. A contractor's grinding the southern game. I'm harvesting for Walter, bringing in gold. Every load I haul's a story told, from back roads to the market stand. One more job, then I'll own this land. Angela's whispering, boy, you're almost there. Contractor domination, riding on hard work and care. Whispering hollow fields, they test my grit, but I ain't stopping, not one bit. Field by field, I'll stake my claim. Angela, know my damn name. I'm harvesting for Walter, bringing in gold. Trucks full of dreams and the wheel I hold. From daylight to the falling night, this grinding road feels damn near right. Angela's whispering, the time is near. Contractor domination starts right here.
Well, it looks like we're done harvesting. This wasn't too bad. I expected it to take a little bit longer considering the amount of money. We'll shut this down. We'll empty off in our trailer and we'll deliver the goods. I guess since we gotta pass this area, we might as well grab these couple patches. Do the full job. There we go. See if we have room to fill up this trailer. We're going to end up with 2,700 left in this. That's all right. Let's jump in our truck and make this delivery. Let's head on out. Here we are. We dropped the first one. Pull up. And let's dump our back one. On track complete. I'll get this truck back to the yard. Get the harvester. And I'll meet you back at our yard. See you shortly. Right, let's see how much we get off of our soybeans. $2,500. I'll get this back and I'll meet you at the yard. All right, let's hand this in. We'll do some collections. Collect. And we're up to 182. We'll go ahead and buy our grass field. We'll buy 14. And we are the proud owners of a brand new shiny grass field ready to harvest. Looks like we got some work to do on our own land. Let's go over there and see what we can do. All right, before we head over to our new grass field, I'm pulling an audible on our forage wagon. Let's go into the shop real quick. I was scanning through sales and I found something that might work. And no, it's not a bale wrapper. We're going to come down. And if you see, we got a forage pickup that we can use with the trailer we already have and save us a lot of money. But we're not going to use that. That one's 51% off. It's $31,000. I almost bought it. But I scrolled down a little bit more and I found another one for $25,000. So before it disappears, let's pick up this forage pickup. We'll change the color to Angela's color. Select it. And let's purchase this. $25,230. And we're ready to pick up grass. Most awesome. One more thing we have to do before we go deal with our field. We got to move this equipment a little bit. We got to set up a way to ferment our grass. Let's see if I can spit that out. We got to set up a way to ferment our grass into silage. There we go. It's a rough morning. I'm already running over lawnmowers. We'll move our tree devourer out of the way. I'm not really too... Wow, I cannot talk. I'm not really too worried about where we set up the fermenter. Everything is going to end up being moved anyways, even this silo. So let's pop into our construction menu. We'll flatten out a little piece of land that we can stick it on. We'll just stick it right in here somewhere. Just flatten out a spot. That should be good right about there. And we'll come into factories. And I believe our fermenter is all the way down at the bottom. There we go, right there. And we'll just throw it down right here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anywhere special. We'll end up moving everything eventually anyways. All right, we got our fermenter sitting up there now. The last thing I have to do, I'm going to forward 1 month. Our grass field is in stage 1 of ready to harvest. We want to make sure we get the most out of it. We want stage 2, so we'll forward to September. And we'll head to the field. All right, it's a beautiful September morning. Our field is in stage 2, ready to harvest. Let's head over there. Check out our new field. We bought it sight unseen. Although any land of our own has got to be beautiful land. That's the best kind of land there is when it's your own. Our turn should be right up here somewhere. Here it is. And our field should be the next field up here. Right up here, off the ledge. Wow, our field is way down there. All right, we can still handle this. We'll set up our GPS. We'll go 3 headlands. Okay. We'll unfold this bad beast. We'll drop it down. Pull up a little bit. Turn it on. Lock on. And let's mow some grass.
Just past the creek, whole fence of leaning grass growing deep. Fired up my massive batwing make it mine. This land's mine now, hear that steel bite, blade chewing through the weeds of the night. Angela's watching from the whispering trees, but I'm laying claim with diesel and grease. This contractor's dream ain't built on luck, it's blood, sweat, and that bad wing cluck. Sun's beating down, paint peeling red. Boots on the pedal, forward I tread. Mower's humming like a southern hymn. One field closer to domination's grin. This land's mine now, hear that steel bite, blades chewing through the weeds of the night. Angela's watching from the whispering trees, but I'm laying claim with diesel and grease. This contractor's dream ain't built on luck, it's blood, sweat, and that bat wing cluck. This land's mine now, hear that steel bite, blades chewing through the weeds of the night. Angela's whispering, boy, you belong, and I'm mowing proof with every song. This contractor's road is rough and wild, but this plot's tame, and damn it, I smile.
All right, mowing is done. I kind of got a thought. We should make a road. Maybe we'll come back to that. Let's fold this up. We gotta grab our trailer and our forager. That went pretty smoothly. I kind of dig that field. You don't see many fields that have hills and curvature to it. We'll drop this back off at our plot of land where our shop's gonna go eventually. Pick up our trailer. Then we'll head down to the shop. Pick up our forager. And then go pick up all that freshly mowed grass. We'll stick our mower right here for now. It's attached to this trailer. And I'll go pick up our little forage picker-upper. and I'll meet you back at our grass field. See you shortly. All right, we're back at our field. Come down here. See if we can set up our GPS right here. Not going to let us set up GPS. We got to do this the old-fashioned way. That's not a big deal. Let's take our pipe out. And we'll lower our pickup and turn her on. And let's pick up some grass.
Fresh cut fields under morning skies. Boots hit the dirt, no room for lies. That massy humming ain't slowing down. Got that lizard frontin' chewing up ground. Turning grass into gold, one row at a time. Ain't just feed, it's a lifeline I find. Filling trailers with the future I haul. In Angela's hollow, I'm giving it my all. Yeah, this contract life is bold, but I'm turning grass into gold. Trailers grown and full to the top, but I ain't quit until the pickup stops. Every load's $1 in my dream, stacking silage like a money machine. Turning grass into gold, one row at a time. Ain't just feed, it's the lifeline I find. I'm filling trailers with the future I haul. In Angela's hollow, I'm giving it my all. Yeah, this contract life is bold, but I'm turning grass into gold. Started roll with a borrowed ride. Now I'm hauling green with hometown pride. No handouts, just dirt and sweat. This hollow's mine, I ain't done yet. Turning grass into gold, and it feels so right. Under massive lights and a working night. Solid stack, my pockets grow. Angela's land, yeah, she'll know. This ain't just a job, it's the story I told of how I turned grass into gold.
All right, grass is picked up. That was a lot of trips back and forth. Of course, we don't have the biggest trailer, but it's not the size of the trailer, it's how you use it. At least that's what I'm told. Personally, I'd go with the bigger trailer. We're gonna go dump this in our silo. Or not our silo, our fermenter. See what our final tally is. Seems like we got quite a bit for that small little field. And then we gotta turn on our fermenter. Get this grass start turning into some silage for us. We can make that money. Start buying all the land around us. Start dominating this map. Alright, let's empty this trailer out. Dump this last little bit in here. $136,000 of grass, not too shabby. Let's turn this on. We want some grass silage. And we'll activate it. Keep it to storing. And we'll call that an episode. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, Munchiezzz, and for another episode here in Angela Whispering Hollow. I'm going to end this episode like I end every episode. Come on back. Let's see what kind of madness we can create. Everyone have a great day. Have a great night. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.